gun.
Indeed, game number 2 here. Can Team EG stay alive, or will the double Zerg team achieve our first 2-0 of the day?
I hope so. I'd love to see that. Loading screen is up. The map is Tirador something. Once again, my overlay is the bane of my existence.
Tirador Keep.
Keep. Yes.
I don't know why it's Keep. There's no like
a keep
or anything. That is
maybe
a very poorly named map right there.
It could be a metaphor for the sanctity of the vagina in the middle, and it could be calling it a keep, I guess.
I have to ask Dustin Browder about that one.
Yeah.
Well, looks like on the northwestern side of the map will be Team EG. We've got StrifeCro spawning as the yellow Zerg, and then of course his ally playing as the blue tier, and here is EG's StrifeCro. And then in the southern spawn locations we've got Sheth spawning as that yellow, or not yellow, that's red. Kind of hard to confuse those two colors. He's the red Zerg. And then the orange Zerg, of course, is Liquid Red. So what do you think about the rotational symmetry of this map? There's not a lot of 2v2 maps with rotational symmetry, but this is certainly one of them, and it could really play a big role in this game.
Yeah, you know, I don't really know what to think, but already I am seeing something interesting that I can comment on to avoid answering your difficult question. StrifeCro is gassing up for Axslav, so already we're seeing some cool shenanigans out of them. I love this kind of stuff, and that's why I was so excited to see both these teams. One team because it's a Zerg, and another team because they do awesome stuff like this. It's so exciting.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I mean, you do that, and of course you lose a drone here, but I guess what you can do with that is you don't need your Overlord quite as soon, so you're not actually taking as big a hit in terms of losing that drone. I guess it comes out as more of a benefit as opposed to, of course, the lost mining time. And now it's very likely that Axslav, I mean, you think this will lead into Hellions?
Yes.
That's my assumption. Yeah.
Yep, that's all it's going to be is just Hellions. They're up against 2 Zergs. I mean, Reapers aren't going to cut it. You're not going to go fast Banshee or anything crazy like that. It's definitely going to be Reactor Hellion. And, you know, if this gets scouted, we will just see some Roaches, and it won't be very effective. But, I don't know. They are going to see this gas probably from Sheth on that extractor of, or this gas from StrifeCro on the extractor of Axslav. There it is. I don't know if they noticed that.
Yeah, the drone would have definitely seen that. He's also actually going to see StrifeCro's hatchery first here. And you know what? The one thing is, if you go gas first, it's like you've got to kind of be paying at least some attention. You'll pick up on that. Mm-hmm. But if you see an extractor on, you know, a Terran player's gas,
yeah.
It's like, oh, these guys are doing something. And of course, he's even going to get to see the factor in the reactors. So they're going to know exactly what's up. And did they actually both go hatchery first? They did both go hatchery first.
That could be troublesome. They're going to have to rely on spines and maybe like 3 queens to block the ramp. I don't even know how they're going to block that. If that hatchery gets up in time and they spread creep, they could try some Evo chambers, but these Hellions look like they might pay off. They can't even get a Roach Warren yet because their spawning pools aren't even done.
Yeah, going to be a little while for the spawning pool to finish. Looks like right now Sheth is finished, and immediately he will go for that Roach Warren. So they're going to need some Roaches as fast as possible. And StrifeCro, of course, he's scouting out with the drone here. So he should be able to pop in here and should be able to spot that. So, of course, he will know what's up with that. He'll, of course, alert his teammate there. But it's going to be difficult to get enough Roaches out in time as those first 2 Hellions are already over halfway completed here.
Yeah, and unfortunately Sheth is on the far side of the ramp, so he's going to have to drag those Roaches all the way over to the right, and probably to Rhett's expansion, although I imagine Rhett will be pulling his drones off the expansion at any time here once this, well actually that's StrifeCro's drone, so they don't even see these Hellions coming right now. They have no scouting whatsoever. Those drones at Rhett's expansion aren't going to be too happy. No, he's going to ignore them completely, go for the main. I like this move. There's a lot more saturation. And here comes the Hellion vs. Drone micro.
Yeah, he's done a good job, but now all of the drones highly exposed. Looks like he's going for a surround. Doesn't quite get it. Those drones completely lined up, but the Queens will be able to force these back. Nonetheless, there's going to be more Hellions rallied out here, and we need to see a lot of Roaches here fast. And there they are indeed. 5 Roaches out. They're going to be able to kind of hold this ramp here. And how many drones were actually lost there? It looks like he lost 2.
2 drones indeed. Yep, 100 resources. So despite this tricky play from Axslav and StrifeCro, Team EG, it's not really paying off, and we are seeing a pretty fast lair around the 5-minute 30-second mark from Liquid Sheth. And what do you think this is going to lead to, this fast lair?
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like he went for Infestors last time, so that could be quite possible, but I don't think any of the lair tech is actually going to be too significant, because it seems like all of this early aggression is what's going to be really important. He's going to throw in a Baneling Nest, which can be difficult to fully utilize against this. It's obviously good against the Lings, but not good against the Marauders, and very difficult to connect against the Hellions here. And look at this, Axslav even bringing an SCV here, wants to repair up those Hellions. But there's a lot of roaches out at this point, and as long as the Lings are flanking well, I really feel like it's actually almost similar to the last game against, was it Team Wizards? Who was it they played on this map where it was just, he kept making roaches. He stopped at like 27 drones, he just kept making roaches.
I think it might have been Team Wizards, I'm not 100% sure. But we are seeing a battle here. Those Hellions cleaning up those Zerglings very fast. You need to be careful about the way you manage those. And StrifeCro and Axslav, I can't even tell those Zerglings are such similar colors. I don't know who's ahead in this. Sheth still got a lot of roaches, and uh-oh.
Ooh.
Come on, Red. At least it's not the stream this time. That's the good news.
Yeah, you don't have to feel like a moron. That's good. But if you are just tuning in, okay, never mind. I was going to say something, but now just back into the action. More Lings rallied in here from Team EG. A lot of Hellions, and it looks like drones coming off the line, and this spells big trouble here. Can they get enough units that it doesn't look like it? All the Lings that Ret can only make Lings here, and they are just dying so fast. There is no blue flame, but it's kind of that critical mass of Hellions that just does so much damage to Lings.
Yeah, so much damage to anything, really. I mean, when those roaches clump up so well like that, they can just, even because the roaches are armored, they're doing less damage, but Splash pays for itself. And more Lings being rallied in from StrifeCro. Marauders in the back, nice and safe, just dishing out so much damage to the roaches. So he needs to be careful about using those Marauders with the Lings. You really want to focus down the roaches, but these Hellions, man, 14 kills. 8 kills, 3 kills, 5 kills, tons of kills on those roaches. StrifeCro even morphing in a couple Banelings, but Liquid Red with a few Banelings of their own, not going to connect to the Hellions, and down goes that hatchery.
And with that hatchery taken out and all these Banelings anymore, things are really getting bad here for Team Liquid. So many Hellions, so many Marauders, and just a couple Banelings mixed in here with a lot of Lings. Ret desperately trying to make more Banelings, but I do not see those suckers finishing in time at all. Maybe they will. But they'll just die.
Yeah, they'll just die. It's not looking too good right now. Check out the production. We're just seeing more and more from StrifeCro. More Lings, more Banelings. And Axslav actually choosing to tech up a little bit. He did complete a starport, and that's just so many Marauders. There's the GG from Liquid.